the truth is, like, I think a lot of people assume that when someone starts something like Redefy, that it was triggered by, you know, a personal moment of intense discrimination or something like that, but that's not the case at all. What happened was, right, I mentioned this in my speech, right, that I walked into my school hallways and my school lunchroom, and I just saw how many people were being pigeonholed and being told to be somebody that they weren't, and how we were sort of sectioned off, you know, based on how we identify and things like that. And I thought, why? Why is this way? And in a rising climate of so much discrimination and misunderstanding, as we're seeing in politics and things like that, I thought to myself, it's only going to get worse in high school. You know, people are only going to be meaner to people that are different than them, and we have to do something about that. You know, we have to unite and tell our stories so that we can create community and understanding that really makes people more empathetic. And I think what we all want, right, is a world where our kids can grow up to feel safe, loved, and accepted. But I think that the only way that we can guarantee that is by fighting for all of our kids and for all of us. And so we decided to do just that. There's always, you know, a struggle of, am I doing enough? You know, and am I, prioritization and time management is always a struggle for, I think, all young people, especially today. And so that's definitely a challenge. But I think another challenge is doing remote work, right? So our team is decentralized. We're not, now we have full-time offices in Times Square, and there's a team of us that are there, but a lot of our team is all around the world. And so even like scheduling, you know, calls with someone in Australia is hard, right? And so remote work and scheduling is always a challenge, and just finding enough hours in the day to do all what you love is challenging and also exhausting, but I love what I do and I feel really fulfilled by it. So, I mean, we don't just exist on the internet, but I think that as young people, you know, what I say a lot is, you know, Generation Z, we're social media natives, right? Millennials are digital natives. And what that means is that I think that our brains are really wired to think in terms of social media. My sisters always joke that my sentences are constructed as tweets, right? I think that we think in terms of what the digital world can do for us. And when we have a good idea, we start something, we think about, you know, what would social media, how would a website, how would, you know, all these different digital tools benefit our work? And so inherently our work is centered around, you know, the internet and digital sphere, because that's what we're consulting on primarily. That's what Generation Z's biggest understanding is. And, you know, where our value add is the fact that we have Finstas and can explain what a Finsta is. And we're in Facebook meme groups, and we can explain what a Facebook meme group is. And then we can explain how a brand can get involved with those different spheres and, you know, trends and et cetera. And so for me, it was like, it's natural, you know, that we would lean on social media a lot for my nonprofit and for my company, because it's intrinsic to the work that we do, and it allows our reach to be so much greater. And it's also like part of our thought process. I hope and pray that we all united on this idea that our time is not tomorrow, it's today, right? And that we seize this moment and do what we can right now, right here, to make tomorrow better, because the stakes are high and we have a lot of work to get done.